Nice.
Chigger crawl.
Jen.
Today we're trying some zipper worms. These are watermelon candy, 6 count, 7-inch zipper magnum worms. Got them Texas rigged with just an 1/8 ounce tungsten weight on a 4/0 hook. Just going down the bank, flipping wood, hoping the big ones are up here. I've already caught a couple today, and we're gonna see what happens. Wish us luck. There's one. Coming in. All right. Hi, it's Rod Bailey, rodbaileyfishing.com, Dead Fish Pro staffer, sponsored by Zipper Worm. Today we were out trying out some things, different products and things like that, and we're up here on the Northeast River in Maryland, and I'm out here with my good friend John Hansen from johnhansenfishing.com, and I'd like to tell everybody a little bit about Zipper Worm. We caught a few nice ones today and caught them on this 7-inch Magnum Zipper Worm. What I'm doing is I'm throwing them on a 4/0 hook and also a 3/16 tungsten bait. I got it Texas rigged like this. I've alternated back and forth between 50-pound braid depending on what we're fishing, and I've been using some 15-pound fluorocarbon, and I'm sitting there and all I'm doing is taking a 7-inch worm like that and just Texas rigging it. Run it up like that. Run it through the bait. Bring it back through. And depending on what you're fishing, sometimes you can skin hook it. I normally do. Just skin hook it and throw it out like that. And you throw this bait out there, what's nice about it, it's got all these little ribs. All those ribs kind of give off little bubbles under the water. I kind of practice with this at the house, just seeing what it does. And it's very buoyant. So you throw it out, you just let it sit on the bottom. A lot of people like to work their bait a lot. With this bait, it pretty much works itself. You don't have to do anything with it. You can throw it out there and do a little technique called dead sticking, where you throw it out, let it get on the bottom, and as soon as it hits the bottom, most other baits take a little while to move up and start fluctuating in the water like that. With a Zipper Worm, all their products, they come right up. I mean, it's almost instantaneous. And when it sits in the water, it just kind of undulates back and forth like that. And it's got this little curl tail on it, ribbon tail, I guess you could say. And it just entices the heck out of the bass. A lot of times I've noticed today, the way the bite's been so subtle, I'll throw it out, I'll let it sit on the bottom. I may let it sit there 3, 4, 5 seconds before I do anything with it. And I've noticed as soon as I start to move it, you'll just feel them grab it. It's almost like the fish are watching it, just waiting for it to do something. And throw it out there, just let it sit on the bottom, ease it along. Sometimes I think it works a little better because the way this thing fans its tail, I think it almost reminds them of a bait fish that's down there feeding on the bottom. So if you keep your sinker on the bottom and you just kind of slide it along and just keep it intact, don't hop it along the bottom too much. On these days when the bite's real soft and subtle, just keep it on the bottom, ease it along. It's stirring up the bottom with the sinker, and you're keeping it touching your bait, and the whole time this worm is nose down, and it's just steadily moving that tail. To a bass, it looks just like a bait fish that's coming through the water. When I wasn't getting bites on this, I was alternating back and forth. I was throwing a Berkeley 4-inch chigger crawl. I like the Crazy Lake chigger crawls for the same purpose. And I turn around and I throw that out there the same way. I move this a little more. The Berkeley chigger crawl works good too, but I think the difference in the two fish is the way the fish like it is this one works by itself and it's a little more subtle, and this one here, you have to work it a little more. You have to make it bounce along the bottom. You want it to look like a crawfish swimming. You want to do that, and it works. I've been using it on the same rig. I do the Berkeley chigger crawl the same way as I do the Zipper Worm. I throw it out there. I use it as a Texas rig, and the same way. I'll go up to a bigger sinker if I'm in deeper water, try to get it down a little faster, but we're fishing probably 2 to 5 feet of water today, and the bite's been real good. This has really produced real well for us. Check it out, zipperworm.com. Go on there and check out their whole line of products they have. They have everything from hand pours. They sell relic reels, high-speed reels. They're 7-to-1 gear ratio, real good reels. They have pretty much anything you need when it comes to bait, soft plastics. They have something from anything that that looks like lizards, everything, and they all have this in common. They have that zipper body on them, and that just gives it a little something different than what the bass are used to seeing. They've been around for years. You know, I used them in the 80s when I was a little kid, and they still have the same quality now. I mean, as soon as I brought them home, my dad recognized them right off the bat. Couldn't believe they were still around. Go to zipperworm.com, try them out. Check them out on Facebook. They're on there also. And again, this is Rod Bailey, rodbaileyfishing.com. And I'd appreciate if you check out my website too. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.